All right, boys and girls. Well, welcome all our live stream viewers tuning in. Just about to get started here at a slight delay. Beautiful night of racing so far. Let's hopefully it stays that way. All right, guys, if you don't want your hot laps, you can pull it off way high in the corner so nobody whacks you. We do not stop on the straightaways here at New Red Hobbies anymore, mostly because everybody's going to get run into. All right, Mr. Brandon. All right, I think all my drivers are checked in and ready to go. Looks like they're all ready to rock and roll. Let's get them in order. It's going to be Wags, Mallon, West, Schuffer, Emery, Fifth, Hodling, Beebe, and Butts. Again, Wags, Mallon, Charles, Ryan, Tim, Steve, Brandon, and Kermit. One more time. All right, gentlemen, let's take it easy here. Here we go. You're on the clock when you cross the line. And we're off and running. Caution out 4. And we're clear. That little track maintenance period before we start our racing here. Hopefully all we have to do tonight is blow it off after this. Caution on the front straight. "40 seconds into it, it's Kermit, Brad, Ryan, Jason, Steve, Brandon, Charles, and Tim. Track's gonna have a little evolution here through the first 2-3 races. Oh, wow, getting elbowed from Mr. Mallon. Yeah, let's be nice and easy down there. Try to clean it up as best as we can. It's still a little muck down there. All right, fast lap, Kermit Butts with a 6.23, so we know it's already starting off pretty good. Ryan with a 6.4, Mallon 6.2, or excuse me, Wags up to the top spot with the fast laps here with a 6.2. Wags, and that's number 78, Turquoise. Hodling 6.3, Mallon 6.6, West 6.8, Emery 6.5, caution out of 4. Beebe 6.7. 140 down, 220 to go. Short course late model, heat 1 of 2. You need to get a staging. That's Brad, Matthew, Mark, and George. Work together, guys. Work together. Caution out of 4. And hopefully the only water we got to lay for the rest of the night, we shall see. Caution in 4. And we're clear. 37 lap run going for Kermit Butts here. 6.05 new fast lap for him. White car 69 Triple X in purple and black coming off turn 4. Like he's out there driving Miss Daisy right now. And looks like Hodling upside down. Wags dropping the hammer there and spinning some tires. He's looking for the moisture down low. Caution to 1, stay high to 1, high to 1, drivers. And we're clear. Caution in 4, and we're clear. Once again, short course late model. Heat 1 of 2. Fender, DeVries, Gagnon, Bronick, you guys are up next. We're going to go probably 3 races and we'll blow it off. Maybe 2. We'll see how it pans out here. Caution in 1. And we're clear. That is time. Looking for a couple more, and just looking for Brandon. Everybody else is done. Is he still out there? And everybody's done. Shut it down. Kermit Butt's going to set that early TQ. 36 laps, 401 with a fast lap of a 603. Ryan Schuffer in second with 35. Hodling 34. Wags 33. Mallon 33. Emery 32. Charles West 31. And Brandon 29. All right, let's get the short course heat 1 of 2, short course late model, down and checked in. All right, let's check in online with our crew here. 2 in the infield, 2 in the outfield, and maybe a third one in the infield. We should be good. We got Mr. Casey Bass tuning in online. Unfortunately, he came out today looking for a little super action, super late model, and some of the guys got scared. Just need 4 of you guys, or 5, it's fine. Everybody else can take a break and flip-flop next race, next round. All right, Mr. Fender, looking for, here he comes, all right. Got time, guys. All right, boys and girls, just a reminder, at New Rid Hobbies, this is what I totally forgot to mention at the driver's meeting. No smoking inside the buildings, no vaping inside the buildings, nothing coming out of your mouth inside the buildings under a roof at New Red Hobbies other than voice and maybe some vomit. I don't know. Additionally, keep an eye on the prevailing wind. And we got some people out there that have problems with some of those smokes. So, unfortunately, Mr. Tom passed away from some of that stuff. All right, let's check it in, Brad. All right, we're good to go. Drivers, marshals, look alive. We're going to turn them loose. They got just over a minute to turn and burn. Once again, please stay downwind if you're doing some stuff. Daniel's already going for hodling off the track here, or on the track. Oh. Brian, remember your next race. Your next race. I appreciate the promptness, though. Once again, if you're watching online, jump in the chat. Let us know who you're here tuning in for, if anybody. Even if it's me. Just don't be like all stalkerish. It's okay. Man, Brad's wearing those sunglasses on top of his head, and it's flashing right in my face. I'm like freaking out. It's lightning already. After last night. No, Brad up on the driver's stand. Yeah, it was a little scary last night. All right, boys and girls, the order is Brad, Matthew, Mark, George. Transponder's looking great. Here we go. Two heats of short course late model. Hopefully all 8 in the A. I think it's 8. Mr. George running a new body out there. Got himself one of them sharks. Like it's still hitting the ground a little bit. Hopefully get that trimmed up for next round. Fender showing the way. He's in that white and orange, number 69, if I'm not mistaken. Giving Gagne a little hip check there. Good save, though. It's Fender out front with a 5.56 fast lap on a 42-lap run here. De Vries on a 40-lap run with a 5.9. Gagne on a 37-lap run with a 6.0. And George on a 34-lap run with a 6.5. Bronick down to a 6.2 now. A little bit spread out here. Closest battles between our two leaders. It was 3.8 last time by. Now 3.3. Gagne back 3.6 in third. And George about a lap back in fourth right now. .120 to go. It's Brad, Matt, Mark, George. Fender on a 41.405 right now, slipping down a little bit. D2 Short Course late model. That's Weaver, Ponder, Deacon, and Brian. 25 seconds, drivers. And that is time. Drivers keep going. Gagne's done. Fender, De Vries, and shut it down. Brad Fender setting the early TQ, 41 laps. De Vries, 38. Gagne, 36. Bronick, 35. All right, those cars go on the table. Turn them off, radio off, returning transponders to me, and head back out the track to Marshall. All right, who we missing out there to Marshall? Well, he's going to the far end anyways. Why do you have to walk on the track? Just go, you're already getting there. So, all right, I got to get a couple check-ins here. Mr. Deacon, check in for me, Deacon. Mr. Brian, you need to start following him. All right, everybody's checked in. Drivers, bring them up to speed. You got just over a minute to turn to burn. All right, looks like my drivers are ready to rock and roll. Order is Brian, Daryl, David, and Deacon. All right, Marshals look alive. Transponder's looking great, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Here we go. Caution to one, caution to one. Uh-oh. I think Brian may be having trouble there. I'm rocking a 38-lap pace from Daryl right now. Going to put him third overall. Deacon behind him by 1.3. Ponder back 8/10 in third. Hopkins dropping a new fast lap of a 6.4. Like he's got a little bit of work to do on that thing. Deacon down with a 6.3. Ponder fast lap of a 5.79 on lap 6. About 5 laps ago. After this race, we are going to blow the track off. So Novice, you guys are up next. Start heading this way. Once again, we are going to blow the track off. Daryl and David battling out here, 9/10 between them. Now they're moving up the charts a little bit here, second and third overall. Oh, watch out. $1:30 to go. Ponder to the lead now. 39 lap, 4:02 in second overall. Daryl back 3.5. Deacon trying to run him down. And Brian has pulled it off. Hopefully, get that sorted out. Once again, novice drivers, we're going to blow the track off for you, and we'll get into your race. Ponder with a 5.7, Daryl 5.9, Deacon 6.3, Brian had a 6.4. 35 seconds to go. Your leader in that black and green, number 26, coming off turn 4. Second place in the green and fluorescent yellow, fluorescent green, I don't know, number 4. And third is in the, what are we going to call that? We're going to call that turquoise. I'm going to make it easy. 5 seconds. That is time. Drivers, keep going, keep going. Ponder's done. Looking for the other two. And shut it down. 39 laps for Ponder and Weaver. Going to put it second and third overall. Quanstrom with 36. Going to put it 6. And Brian out after 10. All right, boys and girls, we're going to pause for the cause. Blow the track off. All right, novice drivers, let's get them down and checked in, down and checked in. Once again, everybody cross the line and park it. I got to check assigned transponders here in a second. All right, Mr. Fender, turn back around. Cross the start finish line for me. All right, Ava, check in for me. All right, where's the rest of my marshals? Need them out there right now, please. Mr. Jax, check in for me. All right, face the right direction. Drivers, roll them off. You got 130 to turn and burn. All right, need one more marshal down in the infield, north end. Ponder's out there, Deacon's out there. Where's Brian? We got Daryl. Thank you, sir. All right, drivers, let's slow it down. Let's get it in order. It is going to be Mr. Dylan leading us off, followed by Anthony, Ava, Jax, Chloe, and Daryl. Roll it off. Again, Dylan, Anthony, Ava, Jax, Chloe, and Daryl. Dylan, roll it off, buddy. About quarter throttle. A little slower than that. Just keep going, guys. Keep going. Here we go. And we're off and running. Caution in four, caution in four. All right, after 40 seconds, it's Anthony, Dylan, Daryl, Chloe, Jackson, Ava. Anthony and Dylan rocking a 34-lap run along with Daryl now. Oh, we got one jumped in the infield. Caution in one, caution in one. And we're clear. Remember, drivers, you're on your own clock out there. Don't need to block anybody. But it is the faster driver's duty to get around the slower cars in all classes. 130 down, 220 to go. Dylan and Anthony battling out here, 1/10 between them. It's flip-flopping back and forth. Be careful, Mr. Brian. Oh, watch out. Brian took one in the ankle. He's a team player, though. Just past halfway, drivers. Anthony, Dylan, half a second apart. Daryl back a lap and change now. Chloe in fourth. Jack's back 2.6. Ava back a couple more. Got a great crowd on hand here and online. Losi Sprint Race 5. You guys are up next. Fender, Rains, Quintel, Bradley, Vogel, Gonzalez, Carpenter. Fast lap, Dylan 6.28, Anthony 6.38, Daryl 6.52, Chloe 6.87, Jax with a 7.4, Ava just dropped a 7.6. 5 seconds to go. Caution in 3, go high into 3, high into 3, high into 3, drivers. Stay high through 3. That is time. Keep going, keep going. Dylan is done. Jax is done. Anthony's done. Chloe's done. Looking for Daryl and Ava. And shut it down. Anthony going to take that one. 34 laps. Dylan with 33. Daryl 32. Chloe 29. Jax with 26. And Ava with 25. We're going to put our younger kids on the outside of the track, our older racers in the infield. I should say our more experienced ones in the infield are less experienced on the outfield. No, it is novice, but we do have some of them been racing a little while. And we have... We have 7 in this one tonight. All right, looking for a check-in from Brad, Chris, and Mike so far. And if you haven't crossed the line, do so now. All right, Mike G, are you out there? Mr. Gonzalez, check in for me. Cross start finish line, Mr. G. Once again, Mike Gonzalez, check in for me. I think that's the only one we got to worry about. All right, we are good to go. Face the right direction. Bring them up to speed, drivers. 80 seconds to turn and burn. All right, boys and girls, let's get this race going here before it gets worse. All right, boys and girls, the order is Brad, Mike Raines, Scott Quintel, Chris Bradley, Matt Vogel, Mike Gonzalez, John Carpenter. Here we go. Oh, Fender, or Chris Bradley going in there crazy. Caution in 3 and 4, caution in 4, and we're clear. Caution in 2, caution in 2. These are low-C sprints. Hopefully most of these guys are running the hards in the first round and maybe the softs in the second round. Most likely the main. Softs are too soft for our stuff. Getting a little better though. Caution 3 and 4. Oh, we got a ball cup popped off there. See if we can't pop that back on or give it to somebody who can. And it doesn't look like it's going to be fixed. If he can drive it to the side of the track, you can fix it. If he can drive it over, he can fix it. $140 down, 2:15 to go. Quintel showing the way. All right, pick up that number 41. Purple and white graphics on the black body coming off turn 2. That's your leader, throwing a little hip check in there. Caution in 1 and 2. Good sportsmanship, guys. Quintel with a little chrome horn there. 90 seconds to go. It's Quintel, Carpenter back about 2 laps. Gonzalez in third. Rains, Vogel, Bradley, and Fender at the line. Stay low on the 1 drivers, low on the 1. And we are clear. Up next, Traxxas Modified. Daryl, Mike, Charles, Deacon, and Jonathan. Stay low through 1 and 2. And we're clear. .39 lap pace for Scott Quintel. Fast lap of a 6:001. Carpenter with a 6.3. Gonzalez 6.1. Chris 6.1. Mike Rain 6.0. Vogel 6.2. Fender 6.1. So they're all right there. It's just doing it consistently. 15 seconds. Caution down the back straight. That is time. That is time. Caution down the back straight. Stay low, stay low, stay low. Rains is done. Fender is done. Vogel's done. Quintel's done. Bradley's done. And everybody's done. Shut it down. Scott Quintel setting the early TQ 39 laps. 408. New fast lap 598. Carpenter with 36. Gonzalez 34. Vogel and Bradley with 33. Rains 32. Fender with 30. All right, let's get our Traxxas Modifieds down, check them in. Daryl, Mike, Charles, Deacon, and Jonathan. Yes, Mike, you're up. We just need to double check Mr. Rains' transponder here. I got to pick up on it earlier. I wasn't sure which car it was, so we'll double check that here. Get our marshals out there ASAP. We are going to hopefully finish this first round before we have to worry about anything up above. I'm more worried about lightning than anything, so if my room starts shaking, it means we probably got to take cover. I will. All right, let's get Mike checked in, and we'll turn him loose here. All right, gentlemen, roll him off. You got a minute 40, but we're going to probably cut that a little short. Yeah, I believe it's going to move off to the east a little bit, but I'm more worried about the lightning. That's on the leading edge, usually. I mean, after yesterday, it better go somewhere else. All right, let's see. We got Jason Zilly tuning in saying, let's go Gonzo. Must have been from the last race. Oh, the other camera's finally working. We'll show everybody what I'm looking at, basically. A moment. All right, looks like we got, I think, Mr. Jonathan dialing in the Braves game on that radio. No, you're good? All right. All my drivers ready? Oh, let's get them in order. It's going to be Daryl, Mike Rains, Charles, Deacon, and Jonathan. And Daryl, Mike, Charles, Deacon, and Jonathan. Here we go. Woo! Somebody coming out like a cannonball. Stay low in the back, drivers. That was Charles getting all gung-ho out there. Oh, caution one, go high into one, high into one. Good work, drivers, good work. Way to work together, appreciate it. Couple new fast laps out there. Jonathan Warden with a 6-1. Oh, they're tangled up, doing a little monster trucking out there. Be careful, Mr. Gonzalez. Is Jonathan even on the Hoosier tires? Traction rolling? Probably not. Double secret probation for him, sir. Right now it's Deacon showing the way. 35 lap run here. Jonathan in second. Rains 0.8 behind him in third. Daryl back 5.9 in fourth. And Charles getting a late start there. So he's going to be an extra lap to finish. We'll see how that shakes out. 2:30 to go. Buggy late model, heat 1 of 2. Anthony, Ponder, and Ryan. Smothers, Ponder, and Ryan start heading this way. Caution in 3 and 4. And we're clear. So high in 3, high in 3. And we're clear. Halfway, drivers, halfway. Got Audrey tuning in here, cheering on Charles for this one. 90 seconds to go. Oh, somebody put in the drink. It's mostly clear water underneath that. There's a little bit here and there. Now these all run in the waterproof receiver case anyways, so it should be okay. It's all waterproof on that stuff. Oh, who's in the red car? Oh, we know who that is. Don't make me start calling them penalties. It's Jonathan, Deacon, Mike Rains. Top 3 separated by 3.2 seconds. Charles in fourth. Back a lap and change, make that 2 laps. Daryl behind him, trying to run him down. That is time. Race out, race out. Jonathan is done. Rains is done. Looking for Charles and Daryl. Shut it down. Deacon Quanstrom going to set that early TQ, 35.402. Jonathan with 34. Reigns with 34, back 2.5. Charles with 32. Daryl with 30. All right, Buggy Elite Model, let's get him down and checked in. I think we had 7 in this one total. Next round, we might redo it here a little bit, see how these guys run. All right, where's my marshals at? Need them out there. I got Charles. Looking, oh, we're gonna need some volunteers for this one. Need Deacon out there and a couple volunteers. The other guys can't do it. Mr. Butts is down this end. Thank you, sir. We'll get Mr. Deacon down the other end. We'll turn these guys loose. Charles will go down there, either way. All right, either way, I'm trying to just make sure we can run our... All right, drivers, roll them off. You got 80 seconds here. We guys good up there? Weather guys making me hurry up here a little bit. All right, Anthony, David, Ryan, let's roll it off. Here we go. All right, Buggy Late Model, last race of first round. Please head this way ASAP. Oh, Ponder going over the turn 3 pipe somehow. And we got 2 heats of this one. We'll see how it shakes out. I think these guys are doing pretty good so far. Woo, good save there from Ryan. Caution in 4. Whoa, something happened. Went straight to the wall and turn. Number 4 here. I think Ryan might have a steering issue. Oh, it looks like it's moving a little free. I think he popped the steering link off. Uh-oh. Doesn't look like we can pop that one back on. Unfortunate, Ryan did have a 6.0 fast lap. Smothers with just dropped a 5.6. Ponder with a 5.59. 145 down, 2:15 to go. Ponder with the 5.59 fast lap. Smothers showing the way, though. Ponder back 4.5 right now. 40 lap run here going for Anthony. Ponder on a 39. And unfortunately, Ryan out after 6 laps with something with the steering on a 37 lap at the time. But I'm sure you can get it dialed in. Cautioning for once again, last race of round 1, buggy late model. $20 seconds. Ponder now leading here by 1.5. Down to 1.1. 5 seconds to go. Let's see who's going to get this one here at the end. That is time. Drivers race it out. Ponder's done. Anthony's done. Shut it down. David Ponder going to hold on by 1.5 seconds over Anthony. 39.4 flat to a 40.23. All right, buggy late model, he too. Let's get him down and checked in. Got the old lightning map here, and those strikes are down in the villages right now. Hopefully they stay that way for the moment. The track drains. That's not a problem. I'm worried about the lightning. All right, gentlemen, let's see. I need Mr. Brad to check in one more time. Mr. Brad. All right, Ryan's already out there to Marshall looking for the other 2 guys. Daryl, check in for me, Daryl. All right, Mr. Anthony, go down the infield at the far end, and we're going to turn these guys loose. 140 on the clock. All right, gentlemen, we happy with what we got? I'd certainly like to get this round done before I have to worry about anything. Like they're up there dialing in something on the radio. All right, you boys ready up there? If he's actually making an adjustment, that's fine, but if not, I'd rather get started. All right, it's going to be Brad, Daryl, Mark, and Mike. Roll it off. Here we go. And we're off and running. Whoa, caution in 3. Mark, I think, no, that wasn't Mark. I think that was, no, Mike's got a new body? Then Mark, who's got the green? Daryl, okay. I thought he had another body instead, so. That's right, Mr. Mike out there in the red. Brad in his almost patented orange and white, number 69. Gagnon is white, and I'm not sure what other color he got on it right now, 63. And Daryl rocking the green. Like his car is a little skitterish on the surface here right now. Hopefully get it dialed in for round 2. Rocking a 40-lap pace for Brad Fender. That is on a new TQ run here. Top 3 on a 30 or first heat. Anthony and David and Anthony both with 39-lap run there. Fender down to a 39.4 flat, right on the edge, but still a TQ. Rooney going to put it 4th. Gagnon 5th. Weaver 6th at the moment. And Rooney testing out the inside softwall there. Got John Grant tuning in from Sarasota. Hopefully he's doing all right down there. We are worried about the edge of the storm getting us, mostly the lightning. Caution on the back straight, go high into 3, and we're clear. Fender on a 38-lap run now, down to 3rd overall. He's got the fast lap of a 6.05. Rooney with a 6.06. Gagnon 6.2. Daryl with a 6.16. Yeah, looks like Daryl might be a little too stiffly sprung for the tires he's rocking right now. It's just sliding on the surface. Could be the tires themselves, we don't know. But I'm sure Brad will get him dialed in. Caution into 1. And we're clear. No, we're not. Somebody else spun out in turn 2. One minute to go. It's Fender. Rooney back 2 laps and change. Gagnon behind him by about a lap here. Make that almost 2. Whoa, caution. Oh, caution in 3. Caution in 3. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Oh, poor Daryl. Caution in 3, guys. We got a little debris out there. Was that Lexan? There's no way that was Lexan. What did you have sprayed on that? Okay, it's just really old then. All right. Yeah, once you get a bunch of UV on them, they get a little brittle. I was about to say, that was almost breaking like something else. Yes, it will buff out. Poor Daryl. That is time, drivers. Race it out. Keep going. Fender's done. Gagnon's done. Everybody's done. Brad Fender going to take that heat. 38.401. Going to finish 3rd overall. Rooney with 35 laps, going to put it 4th. Gagnon finishing out with his fast lap there, but 6.1 at the end. 33 laps going to put him 5th. Daryl's going to be 6th. All right, boys and girls, we're going to probably take a little pause for the cause here. All right, boys and girls, we are going to combine short course late model for the second round. Short course late model, Mr. Hopkins is jumping over to the low-C class, the sprints. We are going to combine. So if you're in race 3, you're now in race 2. And I think we're going to combine our buggy late model classes too. All right, boys and girls, we are keeping an eye on the weather here. Don't think we have to worry about the wet stuff. I think it's more the lightning right now. That's my concern. Good. Hopefully it rains out before it gets here. I don't see you guys running to anything right now, so it's not that bad. Once again, I'm going to reprint the heat sheet here in just a moment. Not that it changes much, but for posterity reasons. All right, guys and girls, round 2 will be hopefully at 8:40. Round 2 at 8:40. All right, new heat sheets are posted. The only thing changes is short course late model has been combined down into one heat, and along with buggy late model. So both late model classes combined down. All right, boys and girls, about 5 more minutes in track time. Once again, round 2 is 8:40. We're going to blow the track off. That's all we're doing for round 2. Once again, 5 minutes left in track time. All right, boys and girls, track is closed. Track is closed. We're going to blow it off here. Get started here in just a moment. Ocala Bombers start heading this way. All right, boys and girls. Let's get them down and checked in. Kermit, Ryan, Steve, Jason, Brad, Tim, Charles, and Brandon. For those watching online, we are hopefully dodging a little rain here. Red light, gentlemen, red light, slow it down. I need my marshals. Will be Ponder, Fender. All right, somebody needs to unplug their trailer for my lighting system, guys. Once again, Ponder, Fender, Smothers, Rooney, Schaefer, Gagnon, Weaver. I need some of those guys marshaling. All right, roll it off. Kermit, Ryan, Steve, Jason, Brad, Tim, and Charles. Fortunately, you don't have front straightaway lights right now. Somebody's got to get their trailer unplugged, Mr. Mike. Here we go. Let me go beat up Mike Raines. Tell him to turn his AC off. Caution to one. Caution to one. Caution to one. Say high through one. High through one. Caution in 3. And we're clear. Little Eye of the Tiger playing. Oh, we got one in the drink. Be careful when you get down in there. Stay high off of 2. And we're clear. Go caution in 2, caution in 2. Mr. Hopkins having a hustle. Caution in 1, and we're clear. Deacon. Uh, 115 down, 2:45 to go. It's Kermit, Ryan, Steve, Emery, BB, Mallon, West, and Wags at the line here. And the sprinkle's starting to pick up. Caution in 4, caution in 4. Stay low on the back, low on the back. Totaling, throwing an elbow here. Poor Wags getting beat up a little bit. We know Dirt Herd will come back later on tonight. He's known for that. Oh, they get tangled up. Man. Rocking a 36 lap pace right now. Kermit off TQ by 2.5 seconds. We're only halfway, guys. You sure you really want to do this? I can see it hitting the track now for sure. It's Butts, Hodling, Schaefer, Emery, Mallon, Charles, Wags, BB. Everybody's shaking and baking with somebody right now. I don't know, somebody got that light on. It freaked me out. I thought I had a little boom boom here. 35 lap pace, 4:02 for Kermit Butts. Fast lap 6:21, Hodling 6:22. Mallon up to third at a 6:7. Caution in 3 and 4, caution in 3 and 4. Stay low through 3, low through 3. Caution in 1. And we're clear. I think that's Ryan in the dark Monte Carlo out there. He's evaluating his painting colors. All right, unplug Mike from the trailer for my lights. Killing me, Smalls. Two, one. Race it out, keep going. Butts is done, Wags is done. Everybody else keep going. Looking for Brad, Tim, Charles, and Brandon. Brad and Charles, Brad and Charles. Where's Brad at? Here he comes. All right, shut it down. All right, we're going to pause for the cause here. Try to get my lights figured out. All right, boys and girls, take cover for a little bit. We'll hang out here and see what she does. Hopefully this is all we get. It's like this, it'll be perfect. Otherwise, we'll see. Well, let's just say it was much heavier last night. All right, boys and girls, tell me it should rain for about 15 minutes. We'll see. It wasn't too far off the first time. Of course, it had to be the smallest storm cell over us. I'm not complaining, though. All right, boys and girls, we're going to have to make the call. We're going to be moving indoors. Spread the word. We're moving indoors. Apologies, but it's not stopping raining. And it's going to take another 30 to 40 minutes to get that going. And it looks like we possibly have some more rain coming later on, about 10:30 or 11 o'clock. So once again, boys and girls, we are moving indoors.